What is up and welcome back, guys. We are your Emerald Coast relocation team. What we're going to be doing today is a redo of a video that we actually did last year for two reasons. First reason being is a lot of you said that we kind of did this downtown Pensacola a little too fast. It made a few of you sick by watching it. And then also we've been able to experience downtown Pensacola so much more. So we're going to stop in between certain spots, kind of tell you our personal experience with a few of these different locations. We also got our daughter here today.
Say hey, Eddie.
She's gonna be helping us out with this walk, so that'll be interesting to see. Hopefully she'll be able to tag along, and I wouldn't be surprised if I'm picking her up by the halfway point. So let's go ahead and do this video again, guys. We will stop a few times here and there to tell you a few things that we've experienced downtown Pensacola.
Okay, so this is Plaza Ferdinand, and honestly, this area right here is best used for all of the different, when the artisans, local artisans come out, this is where they'll often have a lot of the small fairs, and they'll have this whole area lined with tents from all the different local artists, different local businesses. It's really cool too, because a lot of the different ones will cycle through different areas of town, and then if you do want to see like new materials, they'll come back as well at some of these fairs. But this area is packed. You'll see live music with maybe 1-2 little band members, and then it is really kind of magical in here. You see a lot of lights and all of that. All right, this area right here, this is where a majority of the Pensacola nightlife is going to happen. After we pass kind of that main intersection, that is when everything kind of starts to get a little bit more crowded at night. This is where the graffiti pizza is. This is where 2S or like 200 South, like this is definitely the area that you start to see more packed, especially on gallery night. We'll talk a little bit about some of the art things like the art gallery and stuff like that, but on this, after the art gallery and anything that's going on downtown, this is the area that starts to become a little bit more packed. One of the best things about Pensacola downtown is the fact that it's really quaint, and as you notice when we come through here, there is a ton of detail with the two-story building. A lot of people say it looks a lot like New Orleans and some of its finishes. It's quaint, it's beautiful, it's well kept, and this is honestly one of my favorite parts because of how you're walking under the pillars all the way through. This is where a lot of the ice cream shops and everything are, so keep an eye on some of the restaurants as we pass by because it's what makes downtown Pensacola so special.
Anything to say?
Not yet.
Okay.
Okay, and we cannot forget about the Sanger. This is where all the things happen. This is the theater. Our church actually even comes down here and does a lot of the services for Easter, Christmas, things like that. This weekend, we are actually it's tonight, I think, from 6 to 7:30. They are having like Blippi world tour, so Blippi's gonna be in there. I mean, it's from kids to like, you know, Annie was here, I think, a few months ago. I mean, anything that you need as far as entertainment goes, this is going to be a great place to go. Especially, there's like girls' nights. I mean, I can go on and on. Go look at visitpensacola.com because they actually have a whole list of events and things like that, including all the things that happened at the Sanger. As we go by some of these restaurants, what you'll see on a lot of these signs is going to be those fresh fish of the day. That's the best thing about being Pensacola, is a lot of the restaurants will bring in some of that fresh seafood. You're not going to want to miss it. And a lot of these different places are known for some of their catch of the day and how they prepare it with the chef. And sometimes you can even bring into some of the local restaurants the catch that you had from the day, and they'll cook it up for you. All right, we're passing Interlight Surf Shop. This is actually the second location. One is in Gulf Breeze, one over here in downtown Pensacola. The cool thing about Interlight, though, is they also host a lot of things like summer camps for the kids with surf lessons, and they're really involved in the communities. Typically, if there's anything surf related, Interlight is usually in there, and I love that they have 2 locations between here and Gulf Breeze.
This is Carolyn's, my favorite ice cream shop.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna stop right here on this video right here. Usually we do go down a little bit further, but when we're talking about the hangouts, everything that typically happens in downtown Pensacola, it's from here all the way down to, I guess, where we started, maybe a little bit after that. But this is just an excellent area, especially when we're talking about gallery nights. They usually end it here, and it's about 3 blocks over that they started at. But this is the main hub of Pensacola downtown, and that's what we really wanted to show you guys. So let's go ahead and cross the street, and we're gonna walk back down on the opposite side.
Hi, the ice cream place is over there now, so now we're in a different place. So now we're gonna go to over there.
Hey, one thing I will say really quick is that when we come from a big city, that is something that we would never do as a family. The cool thing about Pensacola downtown is we take our kids down here all the time. We have a 4-year-old and I guess a 7-year-old tomorrow, and we love coming down here. There are plenty of family-friendly activities to do, and this is a place where we feel very comfortable, like spending time as a family or going out to dinner. right, gallery night. This is one thing that is really special about Downtown Pensacola. Every single month, the third Thursday or Friday of the month, we have gallery night, and that is when a lot of local vendors come out here. There is usually a stage specifically for the students, for music and all of that, where they'll get, I mean, one gal was up there this last gallery night, and she was doing, you know, performing by herself, but she's one of the students. There is a student stage, and then they also bring in other local artists as well to come in for some live music. But this is, I mean, they're spray painting these walls. It's kid friendly. There's food. I mean, it is so much fun. It's not rowdy either. Like, don't you feel, babe? Like, I feel like we are constantly bringing our kids to it because it's just a great time to walk around, and it goes from like, I don't know, like 5, 6 o'clock all the way until about 8 o'clock at night. I guess it would probably start a little earlier, but it is definitely something you have to check out. And every single month it is themed. All right, this is a cool area of downtown Pensacola because they not only have the wine tasting bar right here, but they also have the brewery, and then right after that is the whiskey bar. So this is a really nice place to go if you're wanting to come after work and do a little wine tasting and just kind of or even bring, you know, somebody for it, like a happy hour type event. They are definitely, this is kind of where it's like a little bit of a classier area to go.
All right, just to tell you guys, or show you how small Pensacola downtown really is, I'm pretty sure that building right there up in the back, let's see if I can point to it, whatever. I'm pretty sure that's the tallest building in Pensacola downtown. We come from Denver where there's massive skyscrapers, so that just kind of shows you how small Pensacola downtown really is.
Snow here, right here, and it snows when it's Christmas time, fake snow.
Okay, one of the kids' favorite things is going to be during Christmas time. They have a winter fest down here. It has like a Polar Express, little things that you can sign up for online, and then they have events that you can do for multiple times during the week. It, like she was talking about, they have fake snow. Our kids come from Colorado, so they did not know that they can't eat the snow. It's obviously made out of bubbles, but it's a great, there's music playing and lights, and then fake snow up in the air. It really creates this like magical feel of winter time, even though it's still slightly warm here in Florida.
right, we're coming up on one of my favorite spots to come down here. I'm gonna just tell you right now, it's pretty much adults only, but O'Reilly's down here. We're gonna pass by, it's a little Irish pub style stuff, so I'll try and get as much video as possible to kind of show you the environment, because it makes you feel like you're just like at this awesome Irish pub.
All right, when it comes to food, downtown definitely has majority of the better, or like maybe not chain restaurants. However, I do believe that here in this part of Florida, the best, kind of most like cultural diverse food is going to come from these food trucks. So actually one of our neighbors, they're Peruvian. They have a Peruvian truck here over at the garden. And then we also have multiple around Gulf Breeze and even all the way down to Navarre. We also have some of those food truck, what are they called? Parks, food truck parks. And that's going to be where a lot of our startup restaurants are going to be, a lot of our culturally diverse food, and it is definitely worth going to every single one of them. All right, a lot of the people that grew up here and some locals have been talking a lot about all the new development in downtown Pensacola, all the new restaurants coming in. This is obviously a hot topic right here with the new construction of condos or like attached living style. I do think this is going to change Pensacola downtown a little bit. We're going to see a lot more walkability. People are going to be coming straight from their homes down to restaurants. So I'm hoping that this will make Pensacola downtown thrive. But it has had like a little controversy as far as how much bigger Pensacola is getting. Now, I don't think there's a lot of space for Pensacola downtown to grow outside of just multiple blocks away and maybe, you know, new businesses coming into the existing buildings. But this being new construction right on the strip of downtown has been a hot topic. One thing too about downtown Pensacola is it is still keeping its kind of old charm in all of the buildings, and if there is an old building that has been converted into other, you know, businesses now occupying it, it usually will have some kind of sign trying to keep its history. So as you're walking around downtown Pensacola when you come to visit, or if you decide to call this your home, definitely check out all the signs because you will learn so much about downtown Pensacola as you go, especially some of the old existing buildings and all of the years that it's been there. All right, there's nothing better than ending the downtown tour at the water. I mean, that's honestly one of my favorite things is most of the time when you're like in the downtown area of someplace, you are not this close to water. I actually mapped it out for you. Got to use the watch, otherwise it doesn't count, right? It is about 1.5 miles that we walk. So only 1.5 miles, that's how small and quaint it is. And then you end up at the water. Like, this is a great spot to watch this is the bay too, just so you know. So this is a great spot to watch any of the sunsets or the sunrise. I mean, you just can't beat it. It's absolutely stunning over here. All right, that completes our downtown tour with almost the whole family. Kingston's finishing up last week of school. But if you guys have any questions, please let us know. We have put together the best team. If you are looking to purchase some real estate, give us a call or text on this phone number down below. And if you are not ready to purchase, no worries, but hit that subscribe button, give us a thumbs up, and hit the notification bell so you're notified every single time that we put out a new video. Bye. Say bye, Addie.